Hello there, Lake County Library. This is Christy Lewis from the Lakeport branch, and today I've got a very exciting book haul of new books for you guys. Before we jump in, I just want to let you know that you can order any of these books for free using our online catalog, which is linked down below. You can order any book to the library of your choice for free. We'll let you know when it's ready for you. Just make sure that we have your updated information, like your phone number, so that we can text or call you, or your email so that we can email you when the book arrives at the library branch of your choice. You just need a library card. All right, let's jump into the book haul. So I'm going to have several genres. This is going to be a rapid fire book haul. So I'll have the genres down below with timestamps so that you can just navigate to the genre that interests you. Our first genre is going to be horror. How appropriate for fall. And the first book is going to be Find Him Where You Left Him Dead by Kristen Simmons, which is a Jumanji but Japanese-inspired young adult novel. Four friends are summoned to play a game that they played once 4 years before. That time, their friend did not survive. This time, they are dragged into an eerie Japanese hellscape where another will die. Next, we have The Night House by Jo Nesbo, which is a horror novel for adults translated from Norwegian. 14-year-old Richard was orphaned by a tragic house fire. When his classmates begin disappearing, he gets blamed, and readers have to wonder if Richard may not be the most reliable of narrators. Next, we have The Cursed Moon by Angela Cervantes, which is middle grade horror. Rafael Fuentes isn't scared easily. He loves writing ghost stories, reading scary books, and entertaining his friends with terrifying tales he creates on the spot. When one of his stories brings a ghost to life, only Rafael can stop him. The Cursed Moon is also available on ebook. Quite a lot of these books are new enough that they're ebook and audiobook or book on CD or playaway, which is like an MP3 that's preloaded with a book, or various other formats of books aren't all available just yet because they're so new. But keep an eye out if any of these titles interest you, but you're like exclusively a large type reader. They may still be coming out with large type, it's just not available yet. Next we have Holly by Stephen King. Stephen King returns to his detective character Holly from Mr. Mercedes, Finders Keepers, and The Outsider. This time, Holly gets her own book. Holly returns from leave to solve the sinister secret of a ruthless couple of octogenarian academics who seem the picture of respectability. Seem being the key word there. Holly is also available on book on CD, ebook, or e-audiobook. Next we have the fantasy genre, and the first book is The Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Schwab, which is adult fantasy set in the same world as the Shades of Magic trilogy. But you can jump straight into reading The Fragile Threads of Power without prior experience of the first trilogy. 4 worlds were connected by London until the door between them was sealed. Now, new powers are arising in those worlds. The Fragile Threads of Power is also available on ebook, e-audiobook, and book on CD. Next we have Fall of Ruin and Wrath by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which is an adult romantasy set in a brand new world. Born with an intuition that never fails, Callista follows her intuition to save a traveling prince in dire trouble. But the voice inside her blazes with warning and promise. Today, this prince will bring her joy. One day, he'll be her doom. Fall of Ruin and Wrath is also available on ebook and e-audiobook. Our next genre is going to be romance, and our romance book today is The Wake Up Call by Beth, which is an adult romance novel. 2 hotel receptionists and arch rivals find a collection of old wedding rings and compete to return them to their owners, discovering their own love story along the way. Their jobs and hearts depend on successfully returning the rings. The Wake Up Call is also available on ebook. Our next genre is literary fiction, and our literary fiction today is And Then She Fell by Alicia Elliott, which is a literary horror novel which follows Alice, a new mother married to an academic who studies her indigenous culture. But as she writes a modern retelling of the Haudenosaunee creation story, Alice cannot fight the feeling that something is very wrong with her picture-perfect life. And Then She Fell is also available on ebook and e-audiobook. Our next genre is going to be nonfiction history, and the first book is Naval History, Sailing the Graveyard Sea by Richard Snow, which is a riveting account of the only mutiny in the history of the United States Navy, a little-known event that cost 3 innocent young men their lives. Part murder mystery, part courtroom drama, and as propulsive and dramatic as the best-selling novels of Patrick O'Brian. Our next book is Emperor of Rome by Mary Beard. In her international bestseller, SPQR, Beard told us the 1,000-year story of ancient Rome. Now, drawing on more than 30 years of teaching and writing about Roman history, Beard turns to the social and political world of the rulers of the Roman Empire. Next, we have Glitter and Concrete by Alyssa Max Goodman, a cultural history of drag in New York City. From journalist and drag historian Alyssa Max Goodman comes this intimate, evocative history of drag in New York City, exploring its dynamic role from the Jazz Age to drag race in queer liberation. Finally, we have Wild Girls by Tiya Miles, how the outdoors shaped the women who challenged a nation. Wild Girls brings new context to misunderstood icons like Sacagawea and Pocahontas, and to underappreciated figures like farm workers champion Dolores Huerta. That is it for today's book haul, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this. Let us know down below if you're going to order any of these books or if you have any questions, because we really love to hear from you. Take care until next time. Bye-bye.